shot at the end, and whether you told him to do anything particular or just to go make a play, or what'd you tell him?
Obviously by now, everyone knows that he's our leader, he's our primary ball handler. He makes plays for other people, and at that moment in the game, there's nothing really any coach can do but to sit down in a chair and just watch. And he got a screen and just caught Mariano off balance and pulled up. I thought it was a tough shot. I thought it was a good defense, and the ball just went in.
Talk about Hallett's contribution tonight again, how big he was.
Mike Hallett was huge. I mean, the biggest play of the game is we don't even get to Zach making a shot if Mike Hallett don't come up with the block. And, although they had I think 2 shots at the basket with the offensive rebound, I just thought that his overall contribution is just the way he rebounded the ball, the way he defended Mariano, what he gave us on the offensive end. I just thought that it was huge.
How difficult was it to defend Mangano, given Connor was under the weather, Gunter was under the weather? You only had so much front court depth that you could throw at him.
Well, I thought for the most part, when we were focused, we did a pretty decent job. It's not just the guy who's guarding Mangano's responsibility to stop him, but the other 4 guys on the floor got to dig in, got to be a deterrent, got to talk to him and try to keep him off balance. So when we did that, we forced turnovers or rush shots, but when we just let him dribble the ball and play one-on-one, he's a tough guard. So.
How does the team dynamic change at all with a guy like Hallett in there, a little bit more of a shot blocking presence, maybe a little bit more of a presence offensively compared to some of the other big guys you've been playing primarily with this season?
Well, I don't think the team dynamic changed. I just think he just made some huge plays for us, and our overall principles are never going to change unless we got Dikembe Mutombo out there. And we don't have shot blockers on our team. We got position defensive players, and that's really what we try to build upon every day. And although that he came up with the block, that's fool's gold. I think we just going to dominate the paint by having Mike Hallett block shots. But to his credit, he made a huge play for us.
You talked after the St. Joe's game about making progress and seeing a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. How important was this weekend to get a road sweep, especially after last weekend on the way home?
Yeah, I thought it was huge. I thought it was huge the way the guys responded. I give them all the credit in the world, because they could have easily just folded and packed it in, but they just kept battling and found a way to figure out how to put some stops together and get out on guys. And it's easy after 4 consecutive losses, 3 in overtime, to get dejected and question your ability. But this group is just it's a special group, and it's coming together quite fine.
Thanks.
You probably won't like this question, but I don't know if that's a good way to preface it either, but at this point in the season, a couple games left, and Princeton did lose tonight. I don't know if you knew that, but despite that, still Ivy title hopes are still there, but maybe lower, quite lower after that losing streak. Does that change your mindset at all about how you approach games? Do you maybe try to get some guys more experienced, some younger guys for next season, or do you still approach the game the same way at this point in the season as you did a couple weeks ago?
Well, I guess you answered the question before you asked it, because you know what my response is going to be, and we can only control what we can control. I don't worry about other results. I don't worry about other teams. My responsibility is the University of Pennsylvania and this men's basketball team. So whatever happens, happens. Our biggest concern right now is our game next Friday night at the Palestra. That's really all that we're worried about.
All right, thanks, Coach. Anything?
Other than that.